Hey everybody, welcome to the Hockey SKATEDOWN. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much. Let's get started. For the past week or so, I've been hearing this rumor about the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Philadelphia Flyers, about William Nylander being traded to the Philadelphia Flyers for a package that includes Travis Sanheim and either a high pick or a high prospect or a combination of the two. So I wanted to do a video on it just to cool the air, because I know a lot of people are talking about this rumor. I've seen it on multiple websites, and it's something that has legs as far as a rumor, but I'll go over and I'll say if I think it is or not. So talking about it, looking at the Travis Sanheim side of it, he's a 24-year-old defenseman, left shot defenseman. This past year in 69 games, he scored 8 goals, 17 assists, 25 points. In 18-19, he played in 82 games. He had 9 goals, 26 assists, 35 points. That was his best year. He's currently making $3.25 million, and he's an RFA at year's end. So if Dubas is willing to trade for him, he's going to have to consider that he's going to need a new deal. And looking at the William Nylander side of it, he's making $6.9 million for another 4 years, so he comes with some term. Dollar amount's pretty good for what he does. He's 24 years old, and this past year he put up 31 goals, 28 assists, 59 points. And his highest point production was 61 points, as he's done that twice in his career. So, let's talk about it. If you're looking at cap space, dollars and cents wise, it does make sense. Travis Sanheim is $3.25 million. The Flyers currently have $4.81 million in cap space. Together, that's a little over $8 million. And the Leafs have no cap space, and Nylander's cap hit is $6.9 million. So it would help Toronto's case as they would acquire some cap space, freeing up some of that $6.9 million. But the Flyers, they would be able to make this happen. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is there's more behind it. The Flyers were always pursuing Nylander. The Flyers always liked Nylander's game. When he was at RFA in 2018 and contract negotiations with the Leafs were at a standstill, there was a report that the Flyers might extend him an offer sheet. And GM Chuck Fletcher of the Philadelphia Flyers always liked Nylander in his game. Almost happened that would have sent Nylander to the Wild when he was with their organization, minutes prior to him re-signing with the Leafs. So I know personally, once a GM always likes a player, they're always going to try to acquire him. So maybe this is what Chuck Fletcher's trying to do, and maybe that's why there's more behind this whole thing. The Flyers need offense. That's where Nylander's game would help them. Toronto's case is where they need defense, but they kind of shored up that defense, bringing over Brody, which I think is a good compliment to Riley's game, and signing Bergeron to help out there as well. So they could use another defenseman, and I'll get to that a little bit later, but I really don't think it's going to go this route. I think this is just a rumor that doesn't have legs. I think it's one of those rumors that as we're nearing before the year starts, hopefully mid-January is the last thing I heard. You're going to hear all these reports coming out about trades and rumors and stuff. So if the league does decide to go mid-January, you're going to see a lot of ramp up of rumors. You're going to see a lot of ramp up of trades, maybe some signings with those UFAs that still haven't been signed. So if the Flyers don't decide to make a trade, they could always sign one of those free agents that are still out there. So I don't think this is a thing where this situation where this trade's going to happen. I just think it's just one of those rumors that are going around. So I know Dubas has already told many people that he's not trading Nylander. He's made it clear to Nylander he's not trading him. He wants to keep that core four intact. And I think if a situation does come up where they have to make some cap room, I think he's going to do what he did this year, where he's going to try to trade off maybe a Kerfoot or other player to help out their situation that way. So I think he'll do everything he can to keep them together as long as he can. But we'll have to see what happens after that. But again, just a rumor. I don't think it's going to happen. But going over to the Chara possibility. So if the Leafs do want to shore up their defense, if they feel like they need another defenseman, Chara's been linked to the Leafs. And they recently asked Dubas what he feels about the whole situation. And this is what he said. Yeah, I mean, this is your job to explore everything. I don't know where cap space would come from if we're going to sign Chara. If Chara at this point Boston or bust. I don't know if he wants to move his family for another team, especially for a short term. He's in his 40s. If he's willing to uproot his family for a year, I don't know about that. So he said, I would be surprised if Chara ends up a Leaf, put it that way, but you make every call you need to make. So that last line kind of insinuates that maybe there's a possibility, but I don't know what's going to happen. I think he's done enough to help this team out, but if they do want to add another defenseman, I think Chara wouldn't be that expensive to sign with the Leafs. So if they can make it happen, I'm sure they would explore that. Like he said, you explore the possibility and you make every call you can make to make it work. So I think with that last sentence kind of leaves something up in the air. So we'll have to see what happens with this. But as far as that trade rumor, I don't think it's going to happen, especially this close to the season. But, the whole Chara situation I would keep an eye out on. So definitely keep an eye on the Philadelphia Flyers. I think they want to add another player to help out their cause, and another goal scorer, especially with that whole Nolan Patrick situation, with his injury situation, what's going to happen with that. And maybe they want an extra forward to help out their cause during the year, add some more goal scoring. So definitely consider them keep an eye on them if they're willing to make a trade or if they're willing to bring in another free agent that's remaining out there. So comment below what you think about the situation. Do you think this trade is valid? And what do you think would happen with Nylander's case? Do you think he's going to be a Leaf? Do you think he may end up getting moved eventually? Comment below and let me know. And as always, thank you all for your time and watching this. I really appreciate it. Smash that like button. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the Hockey Skate Down. Join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy.